Hi, I'm Glenna Grant, reading for the congregant. Pastor Paul, Sister Elizabeth, I really want to just thank both of you. You two have been such a blessing to me and my family, which right now consists really of just me and my son Donnie. Over the past 7 or so years, you and this church family has been there with me through some pretty tough times. When I got divorced, you and your associate pastors counseled with me. When my husband refused to pay alimony, you helped us get food stamps. You let us use the church clothing bin so that my son would have new clothes when school started in the fall. And when I feel sad and like I'm gonna collapse, it does something for me to walk into this building. There is a spirit in this building that is really something special. Like the Spirit of God is in this place. And it makes me feel like I can go on for one more day. It's been really great to sit here and listen to the church members' testimonials in response to your sermon. And they've said some really beautiful things. And, I've been thinking a lot about the sermon that you preached. And I think what you said about the church, about the walls of the church, how we build up walls, how we cut ourselves off from the world. And what you said about distance and communication, and what you said about hell, how the Bible says in a lot of ways that there is no hell, and that through Christ all are saved. And yes, that all makes sense. It makes me really sad that so many people have left the church because of what you preached. Some of those that left were my really close friends. Those friends, I feel like they don't look at me anymore like they used to look at me. I called them for coffee, and they don't. They're busy. And before hanging up, they say that they're praying for me, like I've done something wrong. And it makes me feel judged and bad. And I think that this is the thing that you were trying to fix with your sermon, but in some way it just made it worse. I don't know how to respond to them when they ask me questions that I don't have the answers to. And a lot of us are getting a lot of the same questions from the people that left to go to the new church that Brother Joshua formed. Like they'll point to other Bible verses where it doesn't sound like hell is just a trash dump. Like, for example, there's one where Jesus talks about your soul being burned. And this thing that you're calling trash dump. And it makes me wonder if it's just a real trash dump, then how is it burning a soul? It's as if you have a choice about how you read it. And my kid asks me questions about how can what we believe just suddenly change. And when he asks me these questions, I get nervous because I see myself as leading him. I pick what church we go to, so in a way, I am responsible for his soul. Our lives are hard enough. I don't need to be jeopardizing the spiritual welfare of my son.